Om Sri Paramatmane Namah. Today we will be talking on GEETA concept on internal, how to achieve the internal peace. Because peace is in this, particularly in this modern age, to avail peace in peace of mind is a hell of a affair. Because of a lot of disturbances, internal and external are there. So, how to solve it? Lord Krishna has told in 72nd sloka of Bhagavad Gita in 2nd chapter, Vihaya kamanja sarvan pumang sarit nispruha nirmamo nirahankaraha sa santing atigacchati. That means Vihaya means renunciation of all desires. Just sarvan pumang sarit nispruha, getting unattached to the worldly acquisition, worldly desires to gain more and more, all these things, and egoism, thirst to enjoyment, for enjoyment of worldly things. So these will definitely disturb the mental peace. So vihaya kamanja sarvan pumang sarit nispruha. One has to do away with all the desires, given up all his desires for more and more acquisition of worldly comfort, and moves from attachment, moves away from the attachment on the worldly affairs, and desires has to be given up, and egoism and thirst for enjoyment to attain peace, while so-called transitory peace, is not the source to get the permanent peace. And hence apara prakriti has to be renounced. What is apara prakriti and what is para prakriti? Bhumirapannalo vayu khang buddhimano revacha ahankara ityame bhinna prakriti astada. This is apara prakriti. So what is para prakriti? Apare mitatu anyang prakriti viddhime parang jiva bhutang mahabaho jayadang dharjate jagat. So apara prakriti is transitory and worldly affairs. One has to denounce, have a mentality to be away from the apara prakriti, to be attached to the para prakriti, that is chit shakti of Lord. So by way of deep devotion, and because if whatever what we are doing, it is always associated with the karma bandhana. So whatever work we are doing, we will have to surrender it to the God first. Jat karosi jat asnachi jat juhosi dadasi jat tapasyasi kaunteya tat purusha madarpada. So if whatever one is doing, one is eating, one is doing a meditation, or is giving some alms, all these things need to be first offered to the God. Then you will reduce thereby your karma bandhana. Because I am doing it for God, not for myself. When the self question comes, the karma bandhana starts. Because with this surrender to the God before doing anything, shubha shubha phalaireva muktase karma bandhanai sannyasa yoga yuktatma muktaye mang upeshyasi. Mang upeshyasi means by getting me. If you dedicate anything to me before doing it, executing it, then I am accepting it and I will reduce your karma bandhana. You will get directly onto me. This is the technique of sannyasa. And jukta karma phalatyakta santi apnoti naistikam ajukta kama karena phalasakta nibadhyate. So offering fruit of action to the God, the karma yogi attains over everlasting peace in the form of God realization. Whereas those who work with a selfish motive to achieve something out of some fruit out of their action, they get attached. In worldly attachment, the fruit of action is reflected in the next birth, and they never get the right type of peace, and subject to recurrent birth, because recurrent birth is another humiliation for this soul. But who have a greater devotion to the God in this life, they will not face the recurrent birth. And one has to be careful by always ananya chetaha satatang jo mang swaranti nityasah tasyahang shulabha partha nitya juktasya yogina. God is available to those who desire internally that I must be in touch with God. So once Shraddhavan labate jnana tatpara sanjitendriya jnanam labdha parang santi achrena adhigacchati. So unless you get the right type of knowledge, God realization cannot be there. So what is knowledge? Knowledge is jajñata na punarmoham evam jasyasi pandava jena bhutanya asesena dakhyasi atmane atvamai. The knowledge, right knowledge is that you will see God in every living being, and you will see every living being inside the God. That is what is jnana. So this is the concept of Bhagavad Gita, how to have the internal peace. If you achieve the knowledge, then the peace is definitely to come to me. Hari Om Tat Sat.